Hello everyone and welcome to AMath 97. It's a hybrid course for Tuesday afternoons. So I just want to walk you quickly through how to start the class. First thing I want to make you aware of is this announcement here that we will not be holding a physical class on Tuesday, just this first week, because of a special day of action that many faculty are attending. So I would like you to get started just right away into your modules. So you're gonna go to your modules. You can just follow along with me. Here's my student hours. If you need to meet with me on Tuesday morning, I could do something around 9 a.m. Or in the afternoon. Wednesday, I'm open all day. Thursday, so if you need some help, just reach out. Here is where you would start. We have a lot to do online in this hybrid course, so it's probably best just to get going right in on it. So the Getting Started module, it's really important that you click and then work in sequence. And this has several requirements for this module to work through. Not every module has everything required to just move on to the next module, allowing you to have a little flexibility, but I'll show you how that works too. This first one, just make sure you read everything. So you're going to go through and read all that stuff. I'm going to actually put this in student view so you can see what it looks like on your end. So if you come to something that's blocked here, you just follow the prompt, go back, and if you notice there's something I didn't do, mark as done. So it's not always just view a page or submit something. Sometimes you need to do mark as done. Then click next. Read the info. Click next. This one, I don't see a task other than just view the page. Here's your syllabus. Really make sure you read that carefully. If at any time you need to leave this and go back to it later, you can click modules. You can see where you left off. See, these were the requirements. So course materials, you can read through that. I do post everything you need within the assignment, but if you want more info, you can do that. How to upload scanned work, that's a required thing to mark as done. So I want to make sure everyone sees that. You can mark as done. So you're going to have to do some PDF files, write on things either on a tablet or by hand, and have a way of uploading it into Canvas as a PDF, not a picture file, not a Word file. So everything's uniform when I go to grade it. If you have a method, then just use that. A lot of people have something they like already, but there is some options there. Then you have to take this quiz, really just pretty simple, like, did you read the syllabus? Do you agree? Did you do the Getting Started module? Do you understand that this course is for STEM track students or a few others like CIS needs Math 97, nursing does not need 97. Health does not need 97. So there's might be some different options for you. If you're not sure, let me know. We can take a look at it. But business, DTA, transfer does need 97. But like any tech programs, they don't need 97. And if you don't understand something, then contact me right away. You can submit this just so you can move on, but keep in mind that you want to talk to me about it. You could put that it's, false and then write me a note and then click next to move on. Another one to mark as done here, because this is about proper internet interactions with your peers and your instructor. I'm not reading through everything right now. I'm just showing you where to find things and how to do it. So I'm going to go out of this for a moment. I'm just going to click modules, show you again. So a couple of other options you need to finish up would be introduce yourself, the mathography, the AMath. You can choose to try that now and get familiar with how to use all the symbols and enter answers and things like that. It is due, all of the things I want you to look at, but I'm just allowing you to, you can kind of go to the next module without having to worry about doing that yet, but it is best to always work in sequence. So for the introduce yourself, it's just a discussion board. There's some prompts here. Make sure you reply to a couple of classmates to get full points. So if you kind of skip that at first, make sure you go back and do it later, unless you don't want the full points. That's up to you, but it's kind of easy points. I am going to go to modules here. I don't want people's things that are already posted to show in a video. I'm just going to go here, and now where I left off, I can access the mathography, and that's just telling your instructor about yourself. So start assignment means just upload. So you're going to read the prompts. In this one, I actually have set up as you to submit a PDF file. So you just have to choose any file, and I'm just going to put the syllabus in there, but see how it won't take it because that is going to be actually a Word doc. So we want to make sure we pick a PDF. Okay. And then submit. You can put comments in there to me if you want, if you have questions. Okay, so the start is actually kind of comes after when you're submitting. So you would answer all these things. Here's how to upload scanned work if you needed to reference that again. And then here's the AMath orientation. This is embedded into Canvas. You do not need to have a separate account. And you can kind of skip around here, but again, it's best to go in sequence. So it's just telling you, you know, how to click and submit. There's a message instructor button, so on and so forth. Then you can click that way to get to your next question. You can click here to get to your next question. Okay, so if you miss something, so like say I click A for cow, or I just don't even answer them, and I kind of do it over and over, it'll eventually say you can only get a similar question, and it'll rework it. You can jump to answer, but then that'll use up your tries. You'll have to get a similar question to go back to. So it gives you a little bit of practice with the AMath. And then you can just move on. Here's how it works. So do make sure you read these pages. I'm just clicking through quickly. Here's remote learning support you can go into, and anything you need help with for tech. Here's your first lesson. So in this first lesson here, let's go back to it. The videos are embedded with the work. So they're there for reference if you need them. Usually I do separate video lessons where you'll take notes, work along with me, and submit them. But for this one, because it's probably pretty much a review for most of you, you can just make sure you know how to do the problems and move on. But the videos are there. The same goes for the next page here. And you can always resume back into homework. Homework doesn't close out. This one is the next. You can use these drop down menus to help you out. So you can, you know, move around a little within there. These where it says extra videos, just that's optional. So you might want to go to modules now that you see how it works. And then there's another extra video. So it's just there for reference, so you can go back to them as needed. So it's been a really long time and you want to make sure you get all that done. And then your first module starts with the algebra foundations. So there's what to expect. There's some videos. I do want to show you the difference here. Make sure you read all the directions. There's a textbook section to reference, but you don't need to do any of the problems in there. You do not need to take notes and submit them, but it's for your reference. The video lesson, you do need to work along with me and do the classwork. Those I say pause and do on your own. And in one of the videos, I think I say, well, you don't really need to write all the notes, but for this course, you do. And this is a workbook page, so you need to print that out and follow along. Now, if you absolutely can't print, then let me know, but it's best for students if they print it. It helps them be organized. There's notes included in there, and so it's a condensed version of the book. So you'll want to do all those, and there's a rubric on how it is graded. It is graded. I want all the lesson notes, like you write what I write, and also the ones I leave blank you would do, and then check your answers. So I really do check those carefully at first, especially to make sure that you're on track. You know that you're supposed to check your own answers and whatnot. Just like if you were in a class and we'd go over it and I'd say, okay, here's how you do something. Now you try it. And I give you a couple to try, and I look around and, you know, see that you're doing it, give you the answer, make sure you're right. If you have any questions, you can actually, when you submit your work, you can ask questions about things. So I'll quick show you that. I had already opened this, so new attempt, or it would say start assignment or something like that. And you can upload a file, make sure it's a PDF of what you wrote out. So you have to convert everything. I'm just putting the syllabus in again. And then you can write a comment. I need help with number 2 because some reason. Okay. Kind of be specific if you can. And then submit. You don't have to do that, and you don't have to write anything in the comments at all. Just, you know, don't say, oh, I submitted my work, you know, because I get those all in my email. But if there's something you need help with or have a question about or whatever, let me know for sure. And I do think it's really important. So this is a requirement. Even if you've just had this material, it may be presented differently than you've had it before. The homework you can go ahead and do, and this is graded automatically. I'm just going to go ahead and skip quick through. Another video lesson that needs to be done, and there's a homework. I'm just going to go back to modules. So you'll see here requirements are you have to submit the videos, and you also have to pass the quiz. So if you're not passing the quiz with 73 or above, then you will not be able to move on to the next module. You'll be blocked. So you'll need to go back and polish up your electronic homework scores. Maybe you skipped around. Maybe you just didn't keep working at them. Maybe you needed some help. You need to meet with me to get some help or whatever. Then definitely do that. Then try a second attempt. And if you don't make it on the third attempt, after the second attempt, there's a third attempt, but I will open that up for you. You'll need to meet with me and go over your quiz first. So that's it for now. So have a great day and enjoy working.